speaking. This is Matty Crypto. A few days ago, I did an exclusive interview real quick with Money Mike, the CEO and founder of Divs Token, divs.io, the exchange, the little widget that can go on any website, any app as a decentralized exchange that communicates with centralized exchanges, giving us TRON tokens as rewards for holding the Divs tokens, staking them, and putting away. I just want to do a recap because the next couple of days are critical. January 23rd, 2021 is the last day you can buy Divs tokens in the pre-sale. Right now, they're only 25 cents a piece. Once the pre-sale is over on the 23rd of January, that price is going to start off at 30 cents each. Why is this exciting? Why am I talking about this? Why I think everybody should be interested in this and have your eyes on it. One, I love the idea of the exchange and this widget right here because it allows us to interact with over 200 cryptos. Let's say that I have some BTT, 200 of them, and I want to exchange that with, what the minimum? Anyway, let's do something like this. All right, I got a bunch of these sixes, okay? I got a bunch of BTT. I want to exchange it for TRON. That's how many TRON I'm going to get. No KYC, no sign up, none of that stuff. I love it. I don't want my information out there any more than it has to be. You go to a centralized exchange, you want to do an exchange like this, you got to put a lot of that stuff out there. Divs on the back end, they talk to and communicate with a lot of different centralized exchanges, find the best rate for us, and within 5 to 30 minutes, shabam, we have our crypto all right here in the app, in the widget on divs.io. We can exchange our crypto securely and also as privately as possible, okay? What else does this do? I mentioned the Divs token, all right? When you hold Div tokens, you're basically locking these things away. You're staking it for however long you want to, and every single week, 0.5%, okay? 0.5% of the entire exchange volume is going to be distributed to us, Divs token holders. Not just the exchange volume you see on divs.io, but people that have an app, people that have a website. You can actually implement this widget, the exchange widget from Divs, onto your website, onto your app, and that massive amount of volume that we have, let's say a couple of thousand sites in a year or so, has this exchange, this widget built right in. Any site or app, like I'm saying, can integrate this Divs exchange into your site, which only allows the exchange volume to be greater. So if you hold a couple thousand Div tokens and there's this widget, this exchange on hundreds and hundreds of websites doing lots and lots of volume, as holders, every single week on Monday, I think it's 0 time, UTC time, the rewards in TRON tokens, not in Div tokens, we get rewarded in TRON. That get distributed to all of us who actually hold and stake Divs tokens. This happens every single week, 0.5% of the total exchange volume. That's where it gets exciting to me because it's not just one site or two sites. Imagine, like I said, when hundreds or even thousands of websites have that exchange widget on their site or their app and the exchange volume gets massive. All right, I want to jump on a white paper real quick because this is really cool. It's a clean, easy to follow white paper. You need to jump on here and read it. Earn dividends. Have the exchange. 5 million tokens, Div tokens, will be sold over the first pre-sale. There's 4 rounds, I think it is. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're in the 4th round right now. Once that 5 million tokens are sold, there's another 5 million that's allocated for other things. That means there's only a 10 million max supply of Div tokens, which is awesome. I love small max supplies, and 10 million is nothing when you think about this. People could be holding, you could be 1% holder. You could have, 100,000 Div tokens just sitting, staked, gaining these rewards with TRON tokens. 25 cents right now you can buy a Div tokens. A little bit about the ecosystem. I mentioned that there's a finite supply of only 10 million tokens, all of which will be circulated, never to be burnt or minted again. All right, obviously that gives a pretty nice scarcity to this. I mentioned the rewards, the staking rewards. Take your div tokens, lock them away, stake them. I think once this pre-sale is over, it's going to be a week or so, and then Money Mike and the divs team are going to allow us to stake this. Exchange fees equivalent to 0.5% of the total exchange volume is going to be distributed to us as token rewards in the form of TRON. I think I mentioned, here we go. Yeah, Monday at 0%, 0 time UTC. Those TRON tokens get distributed to us who hold divs tokens. They're going to lock liquidity. I won't go into this because it's a lot of words, but just know that there's a lot of liquidity is going to be locked on this forever. Okay, so take a little peek at that. This is awesome. So divs integration services can provide other crypto projects and websites, like I mentioned, the apps and stuff. It's going to be right inside your website or your app. And it's awesome because, as I mentioned before, it's a widget. It's a seamless, consistent widget on every single website. They all look the same. If you want to customize this for your website or your app, dealing with your colors and your setup, you can do that. That's going to be really attractive. If you get a website with certain colors, you can take this widget, have that decentralized exchange right on your app or your website with your colors. I love that. It was a really cool feature that I mentioned to Money Mike. I thought it was really neat. Scalable exchange. I mentioned how just integrating this in exchanges and other projects in crypto, it could be huge. You get a couple of them, that's great. There's a lot of exchange volume, it's awesome. But once you get a few hundred of these on board, this can take off. And I want to show you the calculator just to show you how lucrative this can be on a weekly basis in just a second. I mentioned the pre-sale token allocation. You can go through this at your leisure and kind of read about it, but that really is it. Look at that, a nice clean white paper that's easy to read. It shows right here the allocation, and it also shows the distribution as far as how many in the pre-sale, how much goes to marketing and founders and liquidity. Take your time, look at this. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is something I'm really excited about. I've got a few thousand of these div tokens, and I'm really happy about it. I love the future with this. I like knowing the person behind this, Money Mike. He's a really great guy I've known for a long time. That means a lot to me. If you don't know the founder, you just kind of shoot in the wind. You know, you have no idea. Is it going to be gone tomorrow? Are they going to do a rug pull? It's much less likely when you actually know the credibility of someone, and I like that. Okay, it's not everything, but it's just one more feather that they can put in their cap that shows me that they're going to be around for a long time and they care about us. All right. What else did I want to do? Staking, exchange, the calculator. Can everybody get a calculator? I think it's down here a little bit. Let me do a little scrollolopus, and maybe it's on staking. But I love this, man. You can take a little peek and you can put in your the amount of tokens that you have. Here we go. So the current price is, let's say, 25 cents, which it is right now. Number of tokens you want to lock up. Say you got 10,000 div tokens, right? That's going to cost you about $2,500. Total amount of div tokens in the staking pool is a max supply of 10 million. Let's say we got 8 million in there. All right, 8 million. So my percentage is like 0.13% of the staking pool. Now, every single week, what is this, 100 million? What is that? Is that 1 million? God, it's a lot of zeros. All right, so let's say it jumps to whatever that number is, right? The total amount distributed to div token holders, which is that 0.5%, is shabam. Is that 5,450,000? Your weekly rewards, just my weekly rewards, if the volume is this, all right, I think it's 10 million. If the volume is that, then my weekly rewards for holding 10,000 div tokens every single week on Monday, I'm going to get almost $700 worth of TRON. For 1 year, that's over $35,000 worth of TRON. Take a look at that. 5 years. All right, let's say that you're a big guy and you want to get 100,000 div tokens. All right, look at this. Almost 7K a week, and you still have all your div tokens. That's what's exciting about this. You don't lose your div tokens. You're not paid out in div tokens, which would, cause people to sell. I don't want a lot of sell pressure. Give me a different kind of crypto and let me stake my div tokens. All right. I love that idea. Well done, Money Mike and team. Don't give us div tokens as rewards. Give us TRON or BTC or ETH. In this case, it's TRON. It's very easy to use. Everybody's got a TRON Link wallet. The fees are really low and it's fast. So I love this calculator. I mentioned to Money Mike on the phone how much I love this calculator because it really shows you what you can do if you stake and hold rewards, these tokens and div tokens, and get rewards in TRON. Look, what if this cranks on up? I don't even want to go up here because that's stupid. Is that 200 million? That's a lot. But if I'm holding 100,000 div tokens, 12,500 a week in rewards. That is if the exchange volume is massive. Like I said, if it's a few hundred websites and apps doing this, we can have this kind of exchange volume per week. But let's just say it's really, really low, right? It's not like 7 million. They can easily do 10 million every week, okay? So let's crank it up to 10 million. If we're doing 10 million exchange volume, that is over 6,000 in weekly rewards. Now, you may not be able to get 100,000, but you can sure as piss get 1,000, all right? That's only 250 bucks. But look at this. Every single week, you're earning almost $65 on just this puny little exchange volume. And if exchange volume cranks up again, and we got a bunch of these people doing this, doing a bunch of exchange, look, you're close to 100 bucks a week. For 1 year, it's 4,500. So take a look at this. Jump into this if you like it. Reach out to me at MattyCrypto on Telegram. See about getting you some div tokens while they're only 25 cents each. Stake this stuff, put it away, get some rewards in TRON. Go over to the Telegram. I'll put a link in the description for the Telegram channel for divs. Reach out to those guys, ask some questions, buy some tokens if you like. Read that white paper. Learn about this while you can. Today is January 20th. The pre-sale is over on the 23rd. So you only got a couple more days to buy this. I care about you guys. Do your own research. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch y'all on that B.